will give, but not my child.
Once upon a time, in a poor kingdom, lived a young king. He had searched far and wide for a queen. In a nearby village lived a miller who had a beautiful daughter. The miller delivered flour to the palace bakery. It happened that one day he was brought before the young king. To make himself seem important, the miller boasted of his beautiful daughter and of her talent for spinning straw into gold. The king's prime minister wanted gold, lots of gold. When he heard of the miller's boast, he commanded the miller to bring his daughter to the palace at once.
Father? Honestly, Father, you must stop boasting.
A man has to boast, girl. Why, everybody boasts and brags a wee bit. Oh, now, don't be upset with your pa. I'm gonna show you off to the king, just like I always promised. Come on now.
I cannot believe you, Father. You could be whipped, even beheaded for such boasting lies. We must tell him you were drunk, of course. It's the only way out.
When the miller and his daughter arrived at the castle and were introduced to the king, the prime minister immediately ordered the guard to take the miller's daughter to a spinning room filled with straw.
There is the straw you must spin to gold by morning.
But if I cannot spin so much,
You must.
Or you must die. Guard, lock this door. I will return at dawn.
Look at me here. What was my crime? Life can be cruel. I'm too young to die. I've done nothing wrong, and yet I am told life is lost if you can't spin gold. Lies can be fatal, but greed destroys the soul. Oh, lies can be fatal, but greed destroys the soul.
Some speak of love. Fools they must be. Riches are power, and power is me. I'd sell my soul for a chance to own the power, the wealth of the throne. Wealth, power.
It is too much crying for so little dying.
I will die if I cannot spin all this straw into gold by morning.
For spinning gold, I am not too old. At a good price, I may be so nice.
You spin straw to gold?
I can, I must confess. But ne'er will do it unless a treasure you find, alluring as hyacinth, a golden necklace at the end of the labyrinth. You must bring 3 orbs to me. In the prize room, you'll see. To open the oracles, you must have the right key. Your time is short. The clock always ticks. You must stop the game before it strikes 6. This may seem unfair, but the orb is elsewhere. Bring 3 orbs here for the prize you hold dear. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. Have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. The clock has struck 1. Now 2 has begun. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. The 3rd orb you found. To the prize room you're bound.
Where do you come from, little man, that you know such magic?
From far out there. I'll tell not where.
Guard, unbolt the door.
It is finished, sire.
And so it is. You spoke true.
We need more. Twice as much straw, guard.
Surely this is sufficient.
Such a paltry sum would barely pay for her father's mill. And you are hardly a miller, are you?
She will spin tonight. But first, she will spend the day with me.
As we agreed, Your Highness, gold by dawn or death.
So be it.
Into the labyrinth again you go. But when you return, the ring you must show. The clock has struck 1. Now 2 has begun. Bring 3 orbs here for the prize you hold dear. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. The 3rd orb you found. To the prize room you're bound.
You play with me again, yet tell me not your name, nor where you are from, but for 2 nights you come.
You are too clever by half, but you do make me laugh.
The Prince of Persingale just crossed our northern border. You must marry his sister, Your Highness, to pay that debt.
She's an ugly toad. I won't marry her.
You've done it.
Yes, sire. It is now finished.
Still, it isn't nearly enough.
Enough? Enough? I've had enough of you.
If you don't pay our lenders, they will attack our borders. One more night with straw will take care of all of our needs. But if she fails, death.
Surely you will need help with so much.
No! I can only spin alone.
If you can do this much, the Prime Minister cannot object to our marriage. Will you consider it? Tonight?
If I can do this much.
I'll come for you at dawn.
He cannot be so mean as to kill his queen.
He'll not make me queen. I'm still only a miller's daughter.
Maybe not now, maybe not yet. But there is one thing I'd like to get. If you become queen, so fair and mild, then promise me your firstborn child.
If promises will be your only reward, then promise I shall. Tomorrow die. I promise you the child, if I am queen. Now to the game.
Dark halls twice you've had to wander. This time a golden scepter to plunder.
Here is what happens if you fail this round.
6 has come, and now I have won!
We agreed. Death for failure. It'll keep the rabble in their place. You need protection, Your Highness.
Protection from whom, Prime Minister? I keep my word. Death it must be. But there are still many I must put in their deserved place.
Guard, take her away.
It was all a bad dream.
A dream? A dream? Who can say? But to turn straw into gold, there's a price you must pay. In the labyrinth of the lost, you may acquire the very thing that I desire.
Here is what happens if you win this round.
When you leave here, little man, where will you go?
You could not find the place if you tried, little mother, where the fox and the hare say goodnight to each other.
Open the door.
Will you be my queen?
I will, but I can spin no more.
Spinning wheels will be banned from the castle. And so will you.
You'll regret this!
With 3 treasury rooms filled with gold, the king and queen had a grand wedding. Having banished the prime minister, the king took the reins of government into his own hands. He often sought the queen's wise counsel. Under the queen's supervision, the money was so wisely used that all the kingdom's debts were paid, and all the citizens prospered throughout the land. Meanwhile, 1 year had passed quickly since the wedding. On a spring morning at dawn, the queen gave birth to her first child, a baby boy, heir to his father's throne. Both king and queen thought him the most beautiful child ever born. The queen watched over him night and day.
1 year has passed, and I'm here at last to take from you the babe so new.
No! All that I have I will give, but not my child.
A living thing is dearer still than all the gifts which you could will.
Now give me what is mine, not thine.
I'll go into the labyrinth again. If I find the way out, I'll keep my child.
The labyrinth would be all right, but one thing more for such a fight. My name is not an ordinary one. Find it there, then you'll have one.
Baby, please don't cry. I will never let you leave my side. Just know I love you. I lay my life on the line. I won't give up on this game. I won't lose you. I will find a way. Nothing can stop me. I'll win this charade. Day rolls into night. I need more time to get it right before the dawn. All that I have I would give to undo what I swore I would do. Baby, don't cry.
I gave you fortune. I gave you fame. Remember the past. Remember the game. You must bring 3 orbs to me. In the prize room, you'll see. To open the oracles, you must have the right key. Your time is short. The clock always ticks. You must solve the game before it strikes 6.
Here is what happens if you fail this round.
6 has come, and now I have won.
Had I but known, I would never have asked you to spin gold.
Where will you take him?
Not far from here, I'll keep him near. Of him I'll take great care, for he's my future heir of wizardry sublime. And now has come the time.
The queen knew a promise made must be kept, and so she gave the child to Rumpelstiltskin, but never stopped loving him all her long life. Rumpelstiltskin raised the child in the ways of the ancient wizards. As he grew to manhood, he did indeed become a powerful wizard, but he always used his powers only for good, especially to help his father's kingdom.
Your face is as red as a shade of Corinth. Have you courage to re-enter the labyrinth?
All that I have I will give, but not my child.
I gave you fortune. I gave you fame. Remember the past. Remember the game. You must bring 3 orbs to me. In the prize room, you'll see. To open the oracles, you must have the right key. Your time is short. The clock always ticks. You must solve the game before it strikes 6. Look and see, I stole a key! Look and see, you found a key. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. Look and see, you found a key. You found an oracle room, but don't rejoice. You need the key that's turquoise. You have prevailed, so an orb is unveiled. Your reward is a golden orb. The third orb you found. To the prize room you're bound. Tomorrow I brew, today I bake, and then the child away I'll take. For little dreams, my royal dame, then Rumpelstiltskin is my name. To learn my name, you've searched in vain. So on this day, the babe I'll claim.
In vain, you say? Perhaps it is so. But I reached the end, you know. I saw a little house and fire and heard a song. What was that now? Ah, yes. A song of Rumpelstiltskin. Could that be your name?
The devil told you that! The devil told you that!
Rumpelstiltskin was never seen again. With the queen by his side, the king ruled with great wisdom for many, many years.
cry.